friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and it has been roughly 3 months, 3 months since the introduction of The Mandalorian, Cara Dune, and Carl Weathers to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And if you guys are thinking what I'm thinking, then soon, we are going to see them move from, that one little shop where they're like crazy difficult and costly to farm, to a place where they're farmable, where we can play with them, we can get them out. And this makes sense. Why? Because, well, it's July now, and The Mandalorian Season 2 comes out in like a couple of months, right? Early October, potentially late early November at the very latest. So we don't have a very long time between now and then, and they want to build hype for the show, which, I mean, we have to ask ourselves, how are they going to do that? Now, typically what we've seen in the past is they wait the 3 months and they introduce an event, a concept, a new idea, some type of hero's journey, whatever. That is an interesting concept if you take a look at the idea that, hey, don't have Mando in the Bescar. Face it, we all freaking want Mando in the Bescar. So when is he coming? When is that Mando coming? We don't know, right? But it leaves us questioning what's next for Mandalorian content. First off, 2 things. Baby Yoda, legendary event, or Bescar Mando, legendary event. That would be awesome. But you're like, Thaddeus, hold on. For legendary event, you need 5 people, and you are right, and I've said this many times before, IG-11 should simply be reskinned into or from IG-86, and the Quill, however you want to say it, should just be our Ugnaught reskinned and slightly reworked. That wouldn't be really anything that isn't impossible, or that is impossible simply because we saw the Darth Vader reskin. That's amazing. But they could touch up these characters and just give them new names. It makes sense. Here's what I think, and I would like to see coming to Star Wars Galaxy Heroes from Capital Games and from The Mandalorian. New characters that we should see added to the game. Now, before I continue, guys, what I want you to do is I want you to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button in the section below, get notified anytime a new video, new piece of content gets uploaded. Jumping into it. First and foremost, guys, we've said this for a long time. We have Mandalorians in the game, right? We have people in the armor. We have people who are from the clan. Let's just agree that they need to give us a Mandalorian tag by introducing the Armorer and Paz Vizsla. Now, the Armorer is cool, right? She's like the matron of this underground Mandalorian clan. She's amazing, right? Not only does she build the Mandalorian armor, but she's a total bad-A. That final scene in like that last episode where she demolished a platoon or troop or band, I don't know what you would call it. She demolishes just a ton of stormtroopers in the coolest way possible. Additionally, you've got Paz Vizsla. Now, Paz Vizsla is probably a relative of Pre-Vizsla, right? And he was kind of important to the storyline, right? He seemed like someone that, yeah, he was freaking important. But not only that, he's played by Jon Favreau. And, like, we're Star Wars fans. And if anyone needs an homage in this game, it's Jon Favreau, right? Let's create a cool character in the form of Paz Vizsla and give them the Mandalorian tag. That would just be awesome. Bounty hunters, scoundrels, I don't know. I don't know what you would call them. I think they'd be light side. That's just me. I honestly do. But those 2 characters, hands down, need to be coming into the game. Now, we're not going for Mandalorians. We're still sticking with that scoundrel, dark side kind of feeling. I'm thinking of the crew of the Heist job, right? You've got Mayfield. You've got Q90, or Zero as he's called. You've got Ninfedora Tonks in, Twi'lek form. You've got Mr. Krabs and Kim, or Quim, or Ken. I don't really know what his name is. I wouldn't be super excited about this, except for the possibilities. One, Q90 would probably come with the ship. And a pretty awesome one in my experience. I just think that he would be a pretty cool pilot. Mayfield, dude is a gunslinger of himself, by himself, but he's got that third arm that's like a gun. That was pretty sweet, right? Also, he's bald. Gotta get more bald people in this game. Show love to those of us who don't have any up top. Now, Xian, the Nymphadora Tonks character, I didn't necessarily care for her. Berg, which is Mr. Krabs, clearly. I mean, think of the tankiness of that character. It had a door drop on him and still survived. There's a few here that I'd be pretty excited about. Really, it would just be Berg and Mayfield. And I can't say no to a droid. I love droids. Droids are my favorite. If I could create a droid that wouldn't, ultimately lead to a Terminator situation, then I would totally. 3 characters that I think that would be it would be amazing, so cool to add to the game, and again, pay homage to those people in power over at Disney. I say Disney over in Star Wars, in the Star Wars community, would be Trapper Wolf, Jib Dodger, and Sash Ketter. And you're like, who are those? If you blinked at the end of that episode, at the end of that heist episode, you may have missed it. But the 3 starfighters that came in, that were called in and destroyed the platform, those are the 3 characters that came in. Those are also 3 of the directors of The Mandalorian, of this season of Mandalorian. But most importantly, Trapper Wolf, none other than the man himself, Dave Filoni. Now, Jib Dodger, Sash Ketter, both, of the 2 other directors, and they did a great job. But those are essentially the other pilots that came in. It would be cool because, one, we do need more ships in this game. We do need more characters that are pilots in this game. I don't like the idea of them introducing more and more pilots, or more ships that are pilot-less. It bugs me. Moving on. We've seen the Utini team do some viable defense in certain aspects of this game. They're not great. But how could Capital Games introduce viability to the Jawas team? And that is by adding 2 additional characters. The Jawa Elder and the Off-World Jawa. Now, if the reason I say Off-World Jawa, because 1, it's not on Tatooine. Very little of this takes place on Tatooine. So there's not a Tatooinean Jawa. He's just Jawa James or Jawa Joe or whatever. But there's a lot of potential because the kits for the rest of the Jawas they work so well together. There's a lot of synergy for what they are. It would be cool to introduce another character or another couple of characters that would give them an extended viability. And maybe these aren't characters that need to be farmed immediately. Maybe these are just kind of one-off characters that just fun characters to add. It's been a while since we've seen a simply a fun character added to this game, and I think it would be a lot of fun to have one that's oh, hey, you've relicked out the Jawas. Here's some characters. Here's 2 characters that might make that investment useful, right? Is there anyone who's relicked out of the Jawas? Maybe, I don't know, but still, the idea is that it would be cool. Now, finally, and quite possibly the most likely character to add to come to this game would be none other than Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon is the main baddie of this first season. He's the one behind the client. He's the one behind the guy trying to get the Jawa, the Baby Yoda, and he's the one who really comes out and is yeah, I'm a bad guy. But additionally, not only would Moff Gideon be awesome, right? He would come with a TIE fighter. He would come with the dark saber. He would come with an amazing ability to like lead. I don't know. The idea behind Moff Gideon would just be awesome. But I don't know how he would come. Would Moff Gideon be a legendary event? Would he be a hero's journey or a journey style event? Would he come simply as a marquee or maybe as a one-off type battle? They are still working on this new development platform or whatever. We don't really know much anymore because they don't talk to us anymore. They just give us the game and like, hey, go play while we do whatever we do. But I don't know. Moff Gideon would be really cool. Plus, coming with a TIE fighter, I think would be really sweet as well. And the concept, the stuff that he could come with would be awesome. But these are the characters I would love to see in the game. I do think it's more likely that we'll see an IG-11 reskinned from an IG-86 and the not reskinned into Bill, and then they give us something. If that happens, I would start looking towards who is next or what is next. Will you be needing Bescar? Will you be needing Mando, Cara Dune, and Carl Weathers to unlock a Bescar Mando? Will you need him to unlock a Baby Yoda? Will you need them to fight off Moff Gideon? I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities here, but 3 months is typically that turning point when they take those marquee events that they gave us a while ago and introduce something new. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment in the section below. Like, subscribe, share. Take a moment to hit that bell button and be notified every time I post a video. In the links below, or in the section below, you'll find 2 links. One for a free trial to Audible. You get a free book. You sign up. You help the channel. I do get compensated for it. It's not a lot, but you get a free book, and there's some amazing books out there, guys, and mostly Star Wars books. I have to say that. Additionally, you can check out Going Nerdy Swag Store and get yourself some cool swag, book of swag, some Star Wars swag, some awesome swag. Leave your thoughts in the section below. Let me know what you guys think. This has been Thaddeus. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, my friends,
Smile and stay nerdy.